So we're going to teach you how to do it, okay? So you take your dominant hand, okay, and you take the 2 fingers of your dominant hand, and find this on yourself first. Point 1 is just below your breastbone in that soft tissue area. And you hold that lightly like a butterfly for 6 to 8 seconds. And then you take that same dominant hand and you touch just to the left. If you lean your head forward, there's a big bone that pops out. And you touch just to the left of that about 1 inch to 1.5 inches with the same dominant hand. Now we know it's very hard to see behind you. So what we want you to do is sort of turn to each other and at least find point 1. If you're with somebody you know, let them touch do point 2. And if you're with somebody you know and you want to do point 1, go for it. If you don't know them and still want to do point 1, go for it. Great way. So, and we'll all go around and check to see how you're doing. All of our certified practitioners. So find point 2. No, to the left. Go to the left. Yeah, just whoop. Or right. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Did you find it? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Find that point 1. Go. Yeah. Now go just below the breastbone. Yeah, right there. See that? 6 to 8 seconds there, and then do the second point. Perfect. Yeah, that's a perfect touch, too. And then did you find the second point? So here's that big bone, and then go just to the left of that right there. Yeah, perfect. And then go just a little more. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Point 1 is just, lift that up.
Yeah,
so here's your breastbone, right?
It's good for
right there.
8 to 12 seconds.
6 to 8.
6 to 8, yeah.
You get it? The session's about 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Huh? How long will it take to get better? Oh, I'll talk about that. Okay. So, you've all got that. That's the key to the system. Once you've learned how to do that, if you know nothing else in this manual, if that's all you know, if that's all you know is the greeting, you can then take both hands, after that, and that's only one hand. After that, you can take both hands and just touch in local pained areas. Here, we're going to use you again. Okay. You got to stand up this time. Stay right here. So if all we had was knowing the greeting, and then I was just going to work on an elbow problem, there's 3 ways that we touch. Either right on the pain, right through the pain, or slowly and deliberately we sweep lightly across an affected area. And I can do that on an elbow, on a wrist, on a knee. I can even do local work on a pain back area. Or that woman who called me about the lung problem, I said, if nothing else, take those 2 fingers, and if I would do it on the skin, just touch around his lungs, her husband's lungs. If you knew nothing else, or go through the lungs. Okay? Or what we'll show you now. Thanks. He is going to be healed. All right, so you're all going to learn the second set of 17 sets of points. The next set, most headaches, tension, stress, eye problems, even sinus problems, a lot of those things come from that neck area. And so we're going to teach you a real simple set of points. You've got, now you always use both hands. We do points 1 and 1, which are basically in the middle of the neck on the sides of the large muscle. Points 2 and 2 are at the base of the skull, on the sides of the large muscle. And points 3 and 3 are on the bottom of the neck, on the sides of the large muscle. And you can repeatedly do that. You do each point for 6 to 8 seconds. Then you can even slowly sweep across those affected areas. So go ahead and try that with one another, and we'll come around and see how you're doing. I forgot to tell you, the only thing you don't do is touch your hands together. So keep them apart. If you touch them together, you'll blow their brains up. So you have to be careful.
And then do it a few times, and then even do slow sweeps.
Yeah, but slow.
Much slower.
No, that's fine. Okay, let's come back here. We'll be able to do more because we have to be out of here in 10 minutes. And then we can answer more questions out in the lobby, and we can work with you individually too. We have some practitioners that would just love to help you. So you got it, okay? And just walking around, we saw that you got it. And so we had questions about how long would it take to learn. I'll show you in a minute the classes that we have, but you really have the basics. So even by doing the greeting and the neck, and then somebody asked about sciatic pain, if I don't know even the back set, I might just take 2 fingers and just touch all around that low back where that nerve's being pinched that goes down my leg. If I have a heart problem, I might just touch around the heart without knowing the sets. So even just doing the greeting, you're starting a process. I guarantee you're starting a healing process. I've just seen it for 29 years. And I know that every single one of you in here will be affected. There's no doubt in my mind. You don't have to go get something anymore. If you do other things, that's all fine and good, but please understand what you're being given here tonight is powerful and effective.